Hi, baby boos out there. I am your goddess Nesca, here with another fan-suggested video. This is why modern cars are getting even worse. Oh, I feel like Truckerman and I did a video on this once, but this might be a different video.
Automakers pointlessly reinventing things. Drive modes.
You know all those videos of people that get brand new cars and then a couple weeks later they have to get them towed away? Well, that's my life right now.
Oh, dang.
Okay, so today we have another classic one for the channel. We're going to be taking a look at some modern vehicles and how much of a dumpster fire this has become. New models need...
Sheesh. I want to... Let's see, for the most part, the vehicles that Truckerman has, we got the Ford F-150, the truck, a 2014 truck. Haven't had any issues with that baby. He's got his, was it 1965 Ford Thunderbird. Obviously, that's a super old car that he likes to work on. And then we have our, I don't remember what the other car is. Oh, wait, it's a Prius. I think it's a newer Prius. I can't remember. I don't know what year that Prius is. But it's a Prius because gas. Yeah. Also, I like his lava lamps. Nesca likes lava lamps. Lava lamps are cool.
to come out every single year with more tech, more electronics, and a higher price tag. Even though the quality's in the toilet from every manufacturer, it does not matter. We have a ton of stuff to go over today, along with comments from you guys from previous videos. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave in the comments down below. But let's start off with a manufacturer that I thought was on the come up, but has been having a ton of problems with a particular model lately.
My 2025 Mazda CX-90 has been in the service department for the past 2 weeks, and when I called to get an update today, they told me it could be there for the next 5 months.
That sucks.
So let's just hop into it really quick. 5 months ago,
I must say, though, these kind of videos are weird to me, where you're doing makeup and you're chatting. I feel like that's weird. This guy could never do that. Oh, it's a 2022 Prius. Thank you, trucker.
A Mazda CX-90 with everything included, and it was a hybrid plug-in model.
Lady, with that makeup on your face like that, it looked like someone came on you.
2 days into having the car, I had to bring it back to them because it was not charging. 4 months in, I had to bring it back because it was leaking fluid. And most recently, I had to bring it in at 5 months and it's needing a new transmission. They're telling me that my transmission is on back order until the end of April, which would definitely classify this car as a lemon. They gave me a non-comparable vehicle as a loaner. And
Damn it, I must say, whoever suggested this video to me, I feel like this video would have been better for me to react to when I'm with Trucker Man. Because Nesca don't know much about all the ins and outs of vehicles. She's putting on 2 months makeup. Yeah, it's like one of those makeup like kind of things. Nesca doesn't understand makeup. Nesca never wears makeup unless it's with a cosplay, and I might do some eyeshadow and lipstick. But that's the most I do. For the most part, my face is just a potato.
Anytime that I reach out to anyone from corporate or certain parts of the dealership, I am ignored or given no answers.
Yeah.
So we'll head right over to the comment section because the Mazda PR team was trying to put out this fire as fast as possible. Hey Alyssa, we're so sorry you're dealing with this. Please know we're following up with our team about your situation and have shared this video with them. But the situation didn't get much better because she replied, thanks, because they called me yesterday and were not helpful at all again. But we'll go through some more comments as a...
I feel like this might be an instance where this, whatever's wrong with the vehicle, I don't know. This is why I'm glad I have Trucker Man, because, like I said, I don't know much about cars. Trucker Man is a big car guy, and he knows quite a bit when it comes to vehicles, so either this lady doesn't understand what's wrong with the car, or she's getting it checked by people who are lying to her or scamming her or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but this seems kind of like just out of my realm of potato-y. Again, I wish Trucko was here because he could probably know what's going on better than I can. But yeah, there are dealerships out there that are scams where if you don't know what they're like, for example, they'll be like, hey, you need to refill your lighter fluid or something like that. Lighter fluid is not a thing. So yeah, or taillight fluid, whatever it was called. Something fluid that is not an existing potato. This is why older cars are better. Oh yeah, because more basic doobie-doos. Like, for example, I don't think Trucker Man would be able to fix, like, any kind of computery doodles in a car. But he can fix up, like, working on his Thunderbird quite well. And then he's not ashamed if he can't do something to get it into a professional. But yeah, interesting.
Junkyard near my house, so many CX-9 and CX-90s. Another comment that I thought was odd almost sounded like PR. I understand your frustration. This is an issue Mazda is working to fix. Unfortunately, the parts are hard to find. I recommend trading in with a different dealership. Is this guy getting paid to comment this? It just sounds like very odd corporate talk. But the creator replies again, how could I trade in a vehicle that's sitting in a service department, unable to drive? Very good point. Mazda needs to buy this vehicle back. It's their responsibility. It's a brand new car, 2025. I knew as soon as she said hybrid. Yeah, the Mazda plugins suck. The gas models are just fine, but the plugins are not good at all. Because I've talked about people liking the Mazda CX-5 at being pretty well priced, at least in comparison to CR-Vs or RAV4s, and they're pretty reliable, but the
Are they well priced because they cut back on stuff, it's sounding like? I wonder if this is like a full recall thingy going on with this vehicle and not just this one lady's personal problem.
Plug-in hybrids are a different story. There's a lot of examples like this on social media, people talking about their CX-90 plugins just having a whole host of issues. But we could go over and check out some more examples.
You know all those videos of people that get brand new cars and then a couple weeks later they have to get them towed away? Well, that's my life right now.
New girl died on me last night. We're waiting for the tow truck to come pick her up. At least I still have my trusty old girl over here, Silver Fox. She's always done good to me.
Oh, damn.
Tell me a car man.
Yeah, that sounds like a car dying. That sounds like death car. Even with my little knowledge of cars, I can hear that sounds like that car's dying.
Manufacturer has an engine problem without telling me that a car manufacturer has an engine problem. I'll go first. These are all engines in these crates. But wait, there's more.
Oh?
We're coming around to it. Oh, here's some more. Stack 3 high. Let's go, but is that it? Nope, not even close. Look at all these. Look at all these. These are all engines that are bad, that have been replaced, waiting to go back.
Well, that's a waste. Why are your hands aching? My hands are wetting. What, you don't like my heart hands?
But can you guess what manufacturer it is?
So somebody screenshotted one of the boxes in the video, and it seems to be a Hyundai problem, but just a sea of new engines. Oh man. Gotta be Kia or Hyundai. Nobody's seeing this thinking anything other than Hyundai or Kia. But the clip before that was a Nissan Rogue, motor blown, with a little over 20,000 miles on it. That's it.
Seems
Hope they cover it on
yeah.
warranty. Nissan are bad cars. And then going back to the first one with the Chevy, if we're calling Jeep our trusty vehicle, I think we need to do some research on our transportation better. Chevy's being
I like the heart hands. Yeah, thank you.
so unreliable.
Okay, so ultimately they're wasting more by not making the engine good in the first place, because now they gotta do all these recalls. I heart hands.
That's why I went to a Toyota Grand Highlander after lots of research. Keep that in mind, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But like we've seen before on this channel, there are so many different examples of this. Here's an Escalade going up on a truck, getting towed away. Not surprising with these types of vehicles, the Escalade, the Suburban, the Yukon, all have the same engine and then the same problems. It doesn't matter if you spend upwards of almost $180,000 for one of these Escalades. That's what we've seen before. A very interesting comment from this clip as well. 2025 Infiniti QX80 is the way to go for real. I don't know about that one. It's still...
Even Toyotas have recalls. So, they are to get gas mileage and sacrifice so they make the okay. So the engines are made for gas mileage, but it sacrifices the reliability of the engine. Wow, Damn. See, trucker man, I wish you were here. You could actually give me... You would actually know how to talk to this one. Future reference, when you guys suggest me videos, these video suggest-a-thonies are just Nesca on her own, not with Trucker Man, unless it's a Saturday and Sunday stuff, which we don't really do suggest videos on those days so much, and this was just a special occasion. But Nesca doesn't know the most about vehicle stuff, but I will try.
Is a Nissan product. Same thing happened to me, traded in right after, never buying it again. It happened with my 2021 Tahoe and then 2024 Escalade. It took 2 separate times for you to realize that you maybe shouldn't buy these again, but it doesn't really matter in the eyes of the manufacturer. If you're still buying, they're still going to advance, putting even more tech and needlessly solving problems that didn't exist in the first place. Just making...
Oh yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So ultimately, they're just adding crap to an already good vehicle and is breaking it. Yeah, we don't really need a lot of the stuff. Like, we don't need no smart car and junk. Mew. Well, so far, every vehicle Trucker Man and I have ever had, they've all been reliable and good. So, yeah.
Everything needlessly complicated for no reason, other than the illusion of progress.
Mew.
On today's episode of Automakers Pointlessly Reinventing Things, drive modes. In this new BMW, they don't call it drive modes, they call it my modes. And if that wasn't enough, some of the names are kind of silly, efficient, expressive, relax, digital art, silent, and yes...
I feel like having a full ass full ass looking iPad thing on the dash of your car. I feel like that would be a huge distraction. Yeah.
What you're saying is correct. You have to press a button and then press the infotainment system to change the drive mode, and you have to do that every single time you want to change the drive mode. This is just idiotic.
Safe.
We should go back to keep it simple, stupid.
But what I've started to realize is that I think these manufacturers are doing it on purpose. They're putting in needlessly complicated tech and electronics, then also giving you bad advice for the longevity of the vehicle. You don't have to...
And yet there is a law saying no texting while driving. I feel like this kind of beats the purpose of that law. That's a safe issue. Yes, it is. Tesla has a huge monitor. Oof.
Prince of Drykes is now following.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Do oil changes every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, do 7,500, 10,000, 15,000. But they're saying this so their vehicles break down sooner, and then you go and buy from them again, lining their pockets with even more profit compared to having one vehicle for 10, 15 years. We're seeing a lot of...
So it's kind of like with old appliances, where the old appliances are built to last, and then they realize the folly of the appliance being built to last. No one never needs to buy a new one because they're already perfect. So they're putting this idea with cars now, making it so that the car wears out faster, so you have to buy a new car. Oh, the world is greedy and trash. They don't make shit good anymore because it's a strategic thing so that people have to spend more money.
These cars break down within 5.
If you bought a new
what
car
happens,
these days,
with,
I'm
light
telling
bulbs.
you it's insane. The manufacturers are recommending 7,500 to 10,000 miles on an oil change. Why are they doing it? Because they don't care if that vehicle lasts you 300,000 miles. You could do an oil change every 7,500 to 10,000 miles all you want, but don't expect your car to be in great shape down the road. I see so many people take a vehicle that's paid off because they don't maintain it well, and once it's paid off, then they start having repairs, and then they're like, oh, I don't want this, so they go buy another vehicle, and they just cost themselves so much money.
And you could see by some of these comments how they've changed the thought process of some of these customers. Just getting in and out of new vehicles constantly, rolling in the negative equity, or just having a car payment for the rest of your life. Very few people will keep their car for 300,000 miles. So by replacing the oil more often than recommended, all you're doing is spending money for the next guy. I replace my vehicles at about 80,000 miles and treat it like a rental. And then these would be the same people complaining that they'd never get ahead. They're living paycheck to paycheck. The cost of living in life is so difficult.
Yeah. This a long time ago, my mom had this fucking lemon piece of crap car that she would constantly have to put money into it, getting it changed and stuff, because it was like always, there was like always something wrong with this damn piece of shit car. And she had a good job back then, and all that money just went towards that piece of shit car. So yeah, they want you to buy the lemon cars. That way you put more work into it and spend more of your money.
But you're openly commenting saying that you don't maintain your car well, and you just trade it in every few years to get the shiny new model. Have fun with an $800 to $1,000+ monthly payment for the rest of your life. I have a Kia Soul every 35 miles full synthetic, and it still eats oil. Probably because it's a Kia Soul though. Every 5,000 miles for us, 5,000 miles or before full synthetic. I don't care what an engineer says or my owner's manual. 3 months or 3,000 miles. Don't care if somebody says it's wasting oil or money, because I bet that's what a lot of the arguments are. Oil changes can be expensive. Let's just say it's $100 a pop now. You'll still spend way less money compared to getting a brand new car. But we have a comment from one of you guys. They're not selling cars. They're selling you loans, insurance, subscriptions, and all sorts of financial.
Oh God, car subscriptions. That is... Okay, that just hurts me on a level of video game subscriptions. Subscriptions for games. I remember a time when that shit didn't exist, and now you gotta have a subscription for every fucking thing. That's the shit Nesca hates. You gotta have a subscription if you want to get your butt warm in your fancy-ass car.
Products. They legitimately don't want to see examples like this anymore because they won't make as much money.
This truck right here, you guys, never ceases to amaze me. This is 5.7 V8 2010 Tundra. Underneath, I'm doing an oil change. That's all this thing ever comes in for is maintenance. I think I put a water pump on it and this radiator like 3.5 years ago at 315,000 miles. It's got 353,000 miles on it. Virtually no oil leaks. Cam towers are starting to leak a little bit if you know anything about these 5.7s. But you go underneath, everything's dry, nothing's loose.
Yeah, Jaden made a video about that. Her car had a downloaded an update to work. It is... Oh my God. Like, I hate nowadays that video games, the video game systems need updates and download shit. But a car needing to update and download shit just to even work. Are you fucking kidding me? Car needing a digital update. But it won't work until you get the update done. So... Oh, trucker man, we need your magical knowledge. When should you get an oil change?
It's, what is Toyota doing? You know where the state of their Tundras is right now, and it's like,
I'm happy
why
with,
did you get rid of this engine?
My pedal
Why?
bike.
353,000 miles.
Why? Because people don't replace what isn't broken. Sales went down. They started making bad products and people replaced those products more frequently. Sales went up. And to add on to it with the comment from you guys before, the subscription model.
Toyota is now charging monthly for stuff that used to come with the car, like navigation, remote start, voice assist.
You know, to be fair, a car should not have a connection to the internet. I do not think a car needs a connection to the internet. That's kind of dumb.
All the connected services. You get a free trial, then boom, 15 to 25 a month if you still want your Dash Jack Smart. Skip it, and your 60K SUV suddenly forgets how to find Texas Roadhouse. It's basically leasing your own car's brain.
And again, I know I'm going to say this
smart
over and
cars are
over
the
again, but that's happening
future.
with
Fuck the
every
smart cars.
manufacturer now.
Hey. 3 to 5,000 miles. Thank you, Trucker. Everyone listen to Trucker. He is one of the smartest people I know about trucks. Fuck the smart cars. Nah, give me my 1965 Ford Thunderbird. Man, I can't hear you over the ad. I'm sorry when ads pop up. I can't control the ads. I don't know how to control the ads. Also, we need money too. This is the closest thing Nesca will get to a job now. I don't want those bootleg cars. I want a real car. Want a car goes moo, moo, moo. Get a car in moo, moo, moo. I want a real truck.
They're all realizing they could squeeze a little bit more money out of each customer. So the remote start is now a subscription. Heated seats, massaging seats, all features that were advertised with higher trim models, you now have to pay.
You know, that's the biggest scam ever. You're already spending extra on these add-ons to your car. So, the seat warmers, heat massage, all that stuff. When you already purchased the car, you are purchasing all these add-ons, like all the upgraded doody-doos, quality of life bullshit. But now it's like, oh, you still have to pay us more money if you want them to work. Why the fuck you need a subscription for heated seats? So stupid. Because they want more money. That's all it is. There was no reason why there needs to be a subscription for something that should just be naturally in part of the vehicle. New idea for the car franchises. Lightning McQueen gets digital updates. Oh no. Everything will probably become a subscription or service. We're fucked. Let's go back to the 90s. I want to go back to the 90s. Fuck this shit.
Monthly just to be able to use them. And when it comes to Toyota, even though they are still more reliable than most, that does not mean that they're still not having issues with their new vehicles.
Fuck. And it's leaking. The engine's on fire and it's leaking.
So this is one of the brand new Tacomas with a new engine, and it looks like it's shot. We've already talked about the Tundras as well. They've had full engine recalls, a lot of issues, and that was the same situation. They changed the engine that was working for so long. The Tundras had a V8, the Tacomas had a V6, and now we're seeing examples like this pop up all the time. Toyota is starting to look like every other brand out there. It's sad. Nissan is better than Toyota. I still would not say that. Don't buy a Toyota. The quality is no longer available for this truck, and that's part of the reason why.
To be fair, I think Trucker Man's favorite manufacturer of choice is Ford. We mostly have Ford stuff.
The previous gen Tacoma and 4Runners are keeping their value incredibly well. Both had the tried and true V6 engine that was very reliable, and the newer models have 4 cylinders that are having problems like this. But going back to an earlier comment of somebody getting one of these Grand Highlanders, we have an example right here.
My 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander Platinum is a lemon and Toyota is ghosting me. We countered and now radio silence. After being at the dealer for over a month, Toyota couldn't figure out what was wrong with my car and replaced the entire engine at 27,000 miles.
Damn!
We submitted a claim to Toyota and they offered to buy it back, but that offer was a lowball. It would have put us in the hole $10,000. We can't.
Well, that's very scummy shitty. Eh. You Fords. Hey, Trucker Man and I have not had any issues with our Fords, so meh. I like the Chevy. Cool. Chevy's fine. But it's Chuckamon's favorite vehicle brand. Yeah. And we have no problems with our Fords. I hate dealerships. True. All of them. Yeah, especially when they're starting to get like this. Yeah.
Came back with a counter, and since then, radio silence.
Toyota is not as reliable as they used to be. Ford wouldn't return my phone calls. Getting a lawyer was the best thing I did. 2024 was the first year the Grand Highlander came out. Never buy the brand new build type. They don't have the kinks worked out. Wait a year or two. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening with everybody who bought the brand new 4Runners. They're kind of the guinea pigs. I knew we time shifted when you couldn't trust Toyotas anymore a few years ago. Another one talking about the engines Toyota lost. The V6 was awesome. Never gonna buy it.
Yeah, I think personally the vehicle I thought was the coolest was Dodge because it has the Ram logo. I like the Ram logo on the Dodges. But other than that, I don't know. Whatever brand your fucking vehicle is, I don't care. As long as it works, right? And I don't know what, a trucker man's gonna have to tell me this, but I don't remember what brand, dealer, whatever, our Prius is. I can't remember what that one is. Broccoli, I love you. You're a sweet boy, but mommy can't have you sitting on her lap. There's a keyboard there.
4-cylinder, you may need to get a lawyer. Toyota is very difficult when you're pursuing lemon law with them. There was a ton of different examples online talking about the Tundras failing for Toyota to finally take a look at it and then...
Actually, Truckerman's favorite kind of truck is he loves the Bronco. Broncos are Truckerman's favorite. He wants one of the new Broncos.
Issue a recall. It is just such a pain now. But let's go over to the brand new
Prius
luxury
is Toyota.
vehicles, the
Okay,
future of
thank
tech, and what we're eventually going to see in every car.
Completely new Porsche interior with the new Cayenne here with a so-called flow screen, a curved screen. You can see it right here when I scroll around in the map, for example. It's also visible when I, for example, go to a Spotify playlist.
I hate
You can check it out here.
Oh, I hate it. Why does it need to be curved? Ooh, damn. Get me onto some form of power, and this problem goes away in a year. Also, the AI bubble popping would fix this as well. I prefer 2008 through 2010 time frames myself. I miss the Astro Veins. Astro Veins. Don't know what that is. I had one, but my sister borrowed my Dodge, and she sent it into a convent and annihilated it. Oh, it's awful. Culvert? Oh, the restaurant? Wait, what's a culvert? Hi, welcome. Bring back the buttons. Yes, bring back buttons. Oh, damn. I've heard some cars have built-in cameras and or speed monitors, providing to you your insurance provider. I'm not sure how accurate that is for private cars, but I know rentals do that. Also, Trucker Man will have to fact check me on this, but I believe commercial trucks have that feature that you're talking about with the cameras inside it. So yeah, I think with Trucker Man's any company trucks, the what are they called? Semis, the semi trucks. I must spell it, but it's a concrete tube in the road. Okay, thank you.
how it flows from the bottom to the top. Very interesting. Tell me in the comments what you think about this solution.
Why exactly do we need a curved screen? You don't.
Why do we need
New
a screen at all?
And no buttons again. Then there were a ton of comments like this. This is peak Porsche interior. I'm so sick of every car incorporating mass screens. This is perfect for me, just showing the older interiors. People wanted physical buttons, so Porsche introduced a curved screen. You really can't make this kind of stuff up. My face the whole time with somebody just annoyed, and then a comment that I do see pretty often talking about the luxury market. Everyone's complaining as if any of us are going to buy the 2026 Porsche Cayenne. However, even with this being a luxury brand, you know, very expensive Cayenne, these sort of features start trickling into every other manufacturer. Toyota, Ford, GM, Stellantis are all going to start copying these to make their interior look nice and fancy like the luxury brands Porsche, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, to try to entice more people to buy. So you're going to see these ugly curved screens on the new RAV4.
You know what all these screens are for? I swear this is for when we start getting into the newer generations. All the young little kiddies who are all being born on tablets and AI and shit. That's why all the vehicles have screens now. I feel like that's why they're doing this shit. Witness me. Hello, Lantern.
For no reason. But some people do get angry critiquing these brands, just calling you poor.
You look stupid when you tell people that their car is not reliable. You can't afford to fix this. That does not mean it's unreliable. That means that you cannot afford to fix it when it breaks. If you're
Wait. Is this guy in Europe? Is this a Europe? Because I feel like the steering wheel is on the wrong side.
looking for a supercar that's reliable, none of them are reliable. They all are expensive to fix.
Yeah.
It just makes you look ignorant. Stop it.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just poor. You can't afford it. Reliability has nothing to do with cost of repairs. McLarens are...
No. He's from Europe. His whole deal is on the other side. Those newer cars are a complete ass. Yeah, I swear. This is going not just to cars, but this is going to almost everything. Everything new is just becoming shittier and shittier. Whether it be video game consoles, vehicles, maybe even appliances. Hell, I don't know. I haven't gotten a new appliance before, but yeah, I figure once I get have to get a new refrigerator or dishwasher or something like that, they're probably getting shittier too. Ooh. Volkswagen, I got a bus, a van, and about 55,000, but it's EV with 250 miles per change. All the words that Neska's brain just goes. Appliances have a moderate ads now. Ugh. Oh yeah, like the refrigerators, and they have fucking they got pads on your refrigerators, so you can sit there and watch YouTube while you're trying to figure out what the fuck you want to eat. Your hair reminds me of an antenna. Okay, I'll take antenna because at least it's better than saying cockroach. I still like it when someone was calling me moth, though. I like the moth note. The hair antennas is based off of an anime called Oh My Goddess, and that's the inspiration for them. Yeah, except even more extreme. Smart appliances, yes. Yeah, no one needs a smart appliance. If you need a subscription for your toaster... this video looks flipped as the music icon is flooped. Astro van, also known by GMC Safari, two-wheeled all-wheel drive van. Oh, okay. Made between 2005. It sat 8 people. Ooh, 8 people, cool. And had a big engine. All the wheel drive VR could crawl through 2 feet of snow easily. Ooh. Oh, trucker man, you need to sell your thing, I wish. I don't have Trucker Man here.
One of the least reliable supercar makers. Another one with an image that just says no correlation. And then he's replying to almost every one of these comments. Have you ever owned one? What supercar do you have? So I guess if you didn't make the poor financial choice like he did, buying a McLaren, you're not allowed to talk about the terrible reliability. I'm trying to think of a car channel that I watched a while ago that was just a huge saga with how terrible.
Actually, I have a question. This is for Trucker Man specifically. Trucker Man, is the Thunderbird a supercar? Is that considered a supercar? I'm not sure.
Specifically, McLarens are made. That's what it was. JM on Cars. He talked about his own experiences with the vehicle along with some of his friends, how terrible the craftsmanship was and the reliability was awful. But I guess you are screaming into the void with some of these examples like the last guy. Their whole identity is materialism and having items that other people don't have. But we'll move on, still talking about the luxury market and some of the costs for maintenance and repair.
Or drop a
$3,500.
Okay, cool.
That's how much I just spent on tires for my car. $3,500.
How much? $3,500.
Are you kidding me? I found out a few months ago.
So $3,500. So that's 3,500, or is it 35,000? So 30. She said 3,500. So that's 3,500, right? I think so. Because why would she say 3,500? So that means that would be the 3,500. Not... Was it for all 4 cars? Because I feel like that's actually, was that for one tire or was that for all 4 tires? Because I feel like that's actually a normal price for tires, unfortunately.
I needed new tires because I had like no tread left on my tires, and I was like, I just got this car in November. How do I need new tires? Like, well, it's like a really heavy car. A really heavy car that needs tires every 6 months? Are you kidding?
But we could head over to the comments so we get some more context. You have a BMW XM and you complain about $3,500 tires. I feel like that should have been researched before you bought this. It is a very heavy SUV, very expensive as well. It's BMW's flagship model, supposed to compete with the G-Wagon. Not really doing that great of a job, honestly, but this is the cost of ownership driving around in one of these fancy new cars. Another clip on screen just talking about BMW.
So the heavier the vehicle is, the more often you have to change your tires? That makes me wonder, how often do you have to change have the tires changed on a semi-truck? Because those vehicles are the super heavy. China quality tires. Yep. Apparently Texas tried using GM for sharing car owners data from their car to insurance providers or anyone else who might be interested. No, Texas, no! Not my home. No.
BMW is my seemingly perfect BMW X3 that cost me $22,500 to repair in under 2 years. This is no joke. But we'll go over and take a look at a $70,000 Audi interior.
More weight on the tire. Yeah, it would make sense because more pressure, it would wear out faster, yeah. But that's why I'm asking, like, how often does a semi-truck's tires need to be changed is what I'm wondering myself. Austin is the best. I'm born and raised in Houston.
The most frustrating thing about this Audi Q6 is over here. They have this little panel of capacitive buttons to do everything. But what kills me the most is not this panel, as dumb as I think it is. It is this door handle piece, because there is a blank switch here, which on the passenger side is a lock-unlock button. But because on the driver's side, the lock-unlock is down here, you get a blank panel. This is everything that's wrong with car design. You get this thing that nobody wanted, and as a result of that, every single one of these has this blank switch. There's no option that fills this in. They couldn't have bothered to just make a different piece to go here.
Lazy!
So you wouldn't have to look at this. But every single one...
I've seen trucks' tires go... 15 Oh, 1,500,000 miles. Huh. So then do you think that was weird that those tires wore out so quickly just because the vehicle's fat? If you're able to chat, trucker, I know you're the busy cow on your moo job. I don't want you getting in trouble or getting into a wreck or anything.
One of these cars, they're like 70 grand, and you get this blank, scratchy piece of plastic.
It looks so ridiculously cheap. Capacitive buttons should be banned.
Would
No way
assume
this is
they
a German
made,
car.
the
Total
tires
crap. But you
thinner.
can't really win on the other side of the argument.
Point. Yeah, I feel like with semi-tires, they probably put a lot more. They're also bigger, so I guess they would handle it better. And then the tires that are on this car, just because the car is chunky, the tires are not well suited for it, perhaps.
Argument. You know, I'm not going to get a luxury car wildly overpriced. I'm going to get something bare bones, an economy vehicle. And still, the prices are wild.
What in the actual Ford? I sell these things for a living.
Ford.
And this is a 2025 F-150. It's an XL two-wheel drive, like work truck, like basic work truck. It doesn't get any more basic than this one.
More weight required to hold bigger tires used for a larger weight load. But those old all metal cars for the 40 to the 80 tires are good. You're right. The Thunderbird, I believe, is all metal. The 1965 Thunderbird we have, that baby's all metal. So that's probably a hefty boy.
Look at this. $39,345. How the f am I supposed to sell these things, Ford? 40 grand for a base model two-wheel drive truck? Like, you're making it hard on me.
So that is the absolute bottom line when it comes to full-size work trucks now. Two-wheel drive, single cab, nothing special, and it's still $40,000. But it gets...
Have you seen Casey Push's Omega car? It's kind of gimmicky but interesting. No, I have not. Not sure what that is, Omega
way
car.
worse than this.
Yeah, we're here at the Central Florida Auto Show with the guys. Buddy, let me tell you, I'm looking at these prices, and if y'all not shopping with us, I don't know what you guys are doing. They want 71 grand for this brand new Grand Cherokee. But bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like a $45,000 car, maybe, if that.
$70,000 for a Jeep now, too. And we have another comment from you guys here. It's only a matter of time until they run ads on your 3-screen dashboard. If you do remember a few...
Oh, can you imagine the hazard that would be if all of a sudden you're trying to look up, say, a map or something, or change a song, even though that already is an issue with the way the doobie-doo is. But yeah, you're trying to do that, and then all of a sudden an ad pops up on your screen. I explained the problem that it would be too big for chat. Okay. They actually did that. Well, it'll be a hazard when most cars will eventually be self-driving. Depends on how they do the self-driving. I mean, in some regards, I feel like a good most of the people don't know how to drive. So hopefully, if they can make the self-driving cars better than the retard drivers, we might actually be doing better. And spinning parts. But electric cars are way heavier, around 100,000 to 15 laps. Mamumu. I've seen a lot of those here in Austin. I almost said Australia. It has a big camera on the top. Oh yeah. Hippo Toad adds a Futurama. Hypno Toad ads. Oh yeah. And then everyone just gets into a nice big old pile up. The worst part is that they use data from retard drivers. You're right. Oh no. Okay. This is the only time a self-driving car would be good if they had, like, all the best drivers. Get all the data from the best drivers, not the retard drivers. And then we get all the retard drivers get the self-driving car. And then all the drivers who are good can still drive on their own. Because personally, Nesca would really like a self-driving car, because Nesca can't drive worth a shit. Because the smart drivers aren't buying any of those. Yeah, the smart drivers don't need self-driving cars. It's the dumbasses who don't know how to drive. Specifically me. What's part is like, okay, we read that. They use data from everyone, but the bulk data will be used to screw everyone as the average screwer is a favor of high rates. Ow.
Months ago, they were trying to put ads into Jeep models. Whenever you'd be stopped at a stoplight, your iPad would light up with advertisements trying to get you to buy more crap. It did get a whole bunch of press and really heavy pushback, so it did end up going away, but I wouldn't doubt that we'd see something like that in the future. But talking about those giant dashboard screens, if anything goes wrong and it breaks and you're not under warranty, these things are ridiculously expensive.
This fancy screen right here is $3,000. The reason this lady wants to replace it is because her kid scratched it all up right here. This is how the whole screen comes out.
What the fuck was your kid doing? Did you give your kid like a knife or something and they just sat there and went to the screen?
It's basically like a mini TV. Like I said, it's about $3,000 just for the screen alone. And on top of that, we have to also program it. You can't just swap it over. Here we are trying to program this thing.
That's exactly why they're trying to put screens in all the cars now. Cause instead of the motor problems being an issue, it's easier for them to get more money if they need to replace the screen.
For a cluster replacement. And basically what this does is move the odometer settings onto the new screen.
So the rest of the clip is just him showing what he has to do to fix everything, but the screen being $3,000 alone that does not include labor is going to be a pretty penny if any of these things go wrong. But at the very end, he was talking about the odometer and what he had to do to switch it over. That brings in another potential problem in the future. When all the information about the car is just on those screens, it could be tampered with a lot easier than you think, and you could get scammed.
The mileage blocker epidemic has gotten so out of hand that
can
people
you even call that a car? It's not the car. Can you call that a dashboard? The dashboard is just a giant screen now.
now rolling back not just supercars, but your everyday sedan. This G80 M3 just got busted in a wholesale car group on Facebook for having only 98 miles. The seller was trying to get about 95 grand out of it, and people became very suspicious when the photos were taken in different locations. On top of the fact that many people in the comments were saying that this guy is a known scammer, I think this is a closed case. This case specifically kind of blows my mind because this car is pretty much brand new. How many miles could you have possibly put on it in that time? Even with 5,000 to 10,000 miles.
This kind of makes me think of the one scene in this really, really old movie called Matilda, where the kid's father is a car dealer and he sells lemons and he does shady things to make the lemon look like it's working when it's not. Oh, you gave me a Vaporeon. Oh, cute. Oh, I love that Vaporeon little emoji thingy. Vaporeon is one of Nesca's favorite Pokemon. I travel in the future. I'm going to home now in my computer car. Oh, it's so cute! Damn it, I'm getting distracted by fucking Vaporeon emoji. That movie takes me back. Yep, Nesca old. No, distractions. Do you think, Banks will eventually, entire car owner's data or history to their credit score when figuring out an interest rate to a car buyer, not new car owners, as they don't have a history? I do not know. That is a question beyond Nesca's brain level. Matilda is a good movie, but that was in used car resales. Yeah, that. Yeah. Give it 6 years.
What is it worth? Like $5,000 less? You're willing to risk a felony for $5,000? I mean, it quote unquote makes sense on cars like a Huracan or an Urus or, you know, an Aventador where they're running out the mileage like 40,000. But the risk here just doesn't seem worth the reward. Like, if you're going to do this, at least put 500 miles. Don't put 98.
Sheesh.
Now, even with how stupid that example was, if it really starts becoming this easy, why wouldn't people do it on Honda Civics or Corollas? Just normal, everyday cars start rolling back the odometer, make it look like it's in a lot better shape than it actually is. I don't know, I'm just worried that this could happen a lot more in the future, but we'll just move on to the next clip.
You know what? If the industry wants 50-year house loans and 15-year car loans and 5-year cell phone loans, then I think we need a law that says that every manufacturer is responsible for that product working and lasting 100% for the entire length of the finance period. If you finance your house for 50 years, everything in that house has to work for 50 years, appliances included, and that means the builder is responsible for the cost. If it doesn't work, their problem, they have to fix it. They get no recourse, no option out.
Dude. Appliances is one thing. Nah. Fuck appliances. What I want working in my house be the fucking plumbing. God. The amount of money Trucker and specifically Trucker, because he's the money cow here, let's be honest. I'm lucky to make maybe $100 every other month or something, since I'm fairly new to YouTube and junk, and potato, blah, 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 blah. My job is nothing compared to his job. But yeah, freaking the amount of plumbing issues we had to fix in our house. So yeah, appliances is its own thing. Give me stuff that actually is connected to the house that needs to be fixed. Whatever he's talking about. I can kind of agree with that.
Phones are financed for 5 years, that cell phone has to function at 100% for the whole 5 years. If it doesn't work, if it's a manufacturer defect, if it breaks, they have to replace it. Their cost, no recourse out of it.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we've been getting lots of support. I mean, Nesca's not the best at talking. Nesca will say, like, the most dumbest stuff. So Nesca's, like, on the same level as Kirsha, but with less brain power. Nesca's a dumber version of Kirsha. Problem is that houses are still assets. You're taking out a loan. The bank doesn't have to give you to buy something you can't afford. Though you can argue that your house is the bank's until the loan is paid off. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand all this booty. All I know is Trucker Man does a great job of paying on our bills and stuff. We're doing good on our house payments. So, yeah. But we like it when you'll say all silly and random shit. I hope so. For the most part, I feel like I'm just gonna get someone who's like, dude, you're a fucking retard, and just attack me because of my retardedness. Even though I try my best to say that, hey, I know I'm retarded. Don't take everything I say to face value and blah, blah, blah. Hell, I have moments where I have to pause because I get brain farts and just like, bleh.
And then cars. If you have to finance a car for 15 years, then the manufacturer of that car has to replace everything on it for the first 15 years. I'm talking bumper to bumper coverage. Everything in that some gun has to be covered, because if we're financing things for 15 years, they should have to work for the entire length of the finance period.
And of course, I
That'd be
agree
a
with
nice,
this. They should
thing.
work, but this would never happen. These companies would.
I was blessed with a family with land, and I wish everyone had the fortune. It was sad seeing people struggle with something that should be a given. No. Agreed. Yeah. Trucker Man definitely, he works hard for us. We choose not to have children because both he and I agree that we don't think we're mentally fit for it, and we don't really think it's a good idea to bring a child into this world the way it's crazy. So he primarily takes care of me. I just do like the bare minimal, and that's why I have the YouTube channel in the first place. We will protect you from those people. Aw. Just don't start little white knight hates and then you get attacked and then it's a big old potato and junk. Vaporeon. Hey! Vaporeon! Ah! Actually, I do Eevee noises better. Oi! 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 Damn it, you just reminded me. I still need God, I have so many of my own little projects outside of VTubing that I need to work on that I just haven't touched. I was working on making me a shiny Vaporeon fursuit, and I have done shit all for that. Adorable. But if you don't proceed, even a single offering, the immigrants will end up replacing you. Bum bum bum. Oh yeah, if you don't offsprings, the immigrants will replace you. World's going to hell anyway.
Actually have to make good products that'll last long, they would all just implode. I mean, we've talked about new construction builds all the time on this channel, just the worst quality. Same thing, of course, with the car market, even phones. Magically, after a few years, if you don't upgrade your phone, the newest iOS update just starts draining your battery faster, or it's laggy. Maybe some of the apps don't work anymore. I guess you have to buy the newest one. That happens time and time again and drains your wallet. We have another comment from you guys here. 60 years ago, they thought we'd have flying cars. Flash forward 60 years later, we wish we had our 60-year-old cars back. I mean, a great...
The irony! How are those flying cars working anyway? Not very good, I assume.
Example of that is this next clip. More modern cars trying to fix things that didn't need fixing.
It's funny to me, as cars get newer and the technology gets newer, I think they're actually going to get worse. This Mach-E does not have a door handle. This is a door handle, right? You pull it, the door open. This has a push button.
Yeah, Truckerman and I have discussed the idea of adoption in the future, but I don't know. We gotta get into a good space, and then we question our levels of being good parents. That's a cruel twist of fate.
Door opens. I have one problem with that. It snowed a little bit last night. Probably 1 or 2 inches. So my avalanche is here outside, right?
Ooh.
So the Mach-E would have a push button somewhere around here. You're gonna have to find the push button,
a great way
right?
to
Instead of just pulling the door open, right?
Considering most people can't drive on the ground. Yeah, wasn't there already a bunch of problems with planes crashing not too long ago? Yeah, let's put more idiots in the sky. That'll definitely make things better. Dude, does that mean, wait, does that mean you need both a driver's license and a pilot's license to operate a flying car? A boom boom. I think I'm immature to handle a kid. Yeah, true. My cats and my dog. Yeah, I feel like if we had a kid, we have too much shit in our house that the kid is gonna want to fuck with. And yeah, We got so many anime figgies. We got so much wall art, posters, stuff like that. God, oh, that means I would have to stop working on my art because I work with resin and that could be poisonous. I think I did.
Wow, that actually worked. The push button would be somewhere around there.
They're changing things that don't need to be changed for reasons completely unknown. I personally think it's the illusion of progress. Look, we did this new thing on the 2025 model, and then on the 2026 one, we changed this and that, even though nothing was wrong in the first place. But because of the constant upgrades, there's just more problems that come along with it. Now I know that there's a good amount of people out there that are not really into cars, and I completely
Yeah, I totally agree to that. You keep the kids away from the internet. If anything, the only thing I will give my children is access to video games like what I had growing up. But when I say video games, I mean they can use the N64, they can use the Nintendo, they can use the Super Nintendo, they can use the GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, maybe 4. They can play those games. They're not going to play games online. Yeah, I got lots and lots of games for my child to play. You let them develop skills from the N64. Yes. Give them Lion King. The one I had was Aladdin. The Aladdin one was my bane of existence. Sounds like me when I was little. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If Trekkerman and I ever do have children, we are definitely going to be treating them in the ways of the 90s. Aladdin was that way. Was way too easy. Really? That one broke me. I also hate how you need online to play most games. Yep.
Understand that. I'm not saying everybody's got to be a car person. So hopefully that's what these videos help you guys out for, because we have a screenshot right here. I have to get a new car. Please give me pros and cons of each. And the first one she was looking at is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And the next one was a Hyundai Santa Fe. So as you could see with the creator turning off comments, you could probably guess the reaction to this. There's a good amount of people that just look at the exterior or the interior. They like the way that it looks. They don't really look too much into the brand, the manufacturer.
The guy said it was had actual nudity on it, and I was grounded for. Lame. Nesca got to play freaking Killer Instinct at the age of 9, and then my dad would play that game with me. Hell, Nesca fucking watched Adult Swim at the age of 11. Based poopy.
And they sign on the dotted line, getting into 5 or 6 figures worth of debt, not knowing there's going to be a whole host of problems after that. I mean, a great example of that right now, very popular vehicle, is the Yukon Denali.
Everybody seems to want the Yukon Denali, but would you pay $99,907 for one?
No, it's ugly.
This is a 2025 GMC Yukon Denali XL. It has a starting price of $84,200, but then it has all of these add-ons, which come out to $10,620 added, plus the $2,595 destination fee. But this dealership also adds even more upgrades, which brings the total price to $99,907.
Overpriced junk. It's funny how so many people say it's overpriced, yet someone is always buying them. And that goes perfectly with a comment from you guys. The problem I see is that people are stupid enough to keep buying these vehicles, don't buy them, and the manufacturers might get a hint. $100,000 for a pickup truck or one of these big SUVs, when as we saw earlier, they have a ton of problems just sitting on the flatbeds getting towed all over the place. Another big example of an SUV that is very popular and has had problems, I mean for years now, but people still buy, are the Range Rovers.
Range Rovers.
This message is for Range Rover and Range Rover
add-on. Yeah, add-on would be like your leather interior, all the little bells and whistles. If I remember, an add-on for like the old Thunderbird was having the automatic windows. Automatic windows used to be an add-on for older cars. Also air conditioning, hell.
Less than a year ago, I bought this vehicle, okay? This 2025 Range Rover Autobiography. Within the past year, less than year, I have taken this car to the dealership for the same exact issue 4 times. Issue being, while I'm driving, okay, the vehicle literally will stop driving while I'm driving. It doesn't matter where I'm at. It has happened to me on the expressway twice. It has happened to me when I've been driving on the street. That is extremely dangerous.
Yes.
Because someone could literally run into the back of me and I lose my life.
They are unfortunately known for having severe issues for years. I haven't heard anything good about Range.
That should be a recall. That should definitely be a recall. Worst vehicle I have ever owned was a Avalanche. Always had to fix me sticker on it.
Range Rover is a lease car only, don't buy. Now the only thing that's going in their favor is the looks. It is a good looking SUV, and because of that, people still purchase. I mean, there's another one up on screen. There's basically an unlimited amount of clips like this of Range Rovers breaking down on social media.
Like
it's really nothing new like we saw in the comments. This has been happening for years, but people still end up purchasing. And again, these are 6-figure SUVs. They are very expensive. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you start seeing clips like this with very cheap deals, especially in the modern day with the car prices, it's something you should probably stay away from.
New Telluride lease special, it's $267 a month.
You can't lease a Telluride for $267.
What do you mean, man? $39.99 down, you're $267 all day.
$267.
$267.
Come on, man. In all seriousness, folks, just come down to Matt Black Key in Toms River and lease a Telluride for $267.
Taxes, fees, dock, license, wheels, and engine not included. The lease does not include towing or roadside assistance, which you'll absolutely need because it's a Kia. But specifically with the Telluride, the previous body style was very popular during COVID. A lot of people liked the way it looked, purchased it, and had a ton of problems. And now the brand new one that's coming out is kind of a Range Rover clone. That I bet will rope in even more people because, oh, it looks pretty. It looks like a Range Rover, but it's not $120,000. I'm just going to buy this Kia instead and have these same issues down the road. But to finish off this video, it's a little bit of a tangent. I'm just seeing this still on TikTok Shop. I don't know how this is legal, but it does come into play with the modern technology and the screens everywhere. It just seems unbelievably dangerous to me.
Instead of putting your phone here, or here, or here, or here to watch a show, just grab one of these adapters and plug it into your UPS port. Give it a second to load up, and just like that, you have Netflix, YT, wireless CarPlay, and Android Audio right inside your car. After you connect the Wi-Fi or hotspot, click on Netflix, and now you can watch all your favorite movies and shows right.
You know, on the one hand, I want to say this is very unsafe and a good distraction, but I do recall that there were old vans that had an actual TV screen in the vehicle, but if I remember correctly, the TV screen was for the people in the back seat, not the driver. Giving the driver a fucking TV screen. Not exactly the smartest thing ever, I feel. Oh good, I know Trump removed the audio switch from car and truck. Yes, I had a PS2 in one. Yeah. You look up, oh God of War. My dad used to rig a TV into a car. Oh, yeah. While driving, no, yeah, I did a very dark joke. Is this nature reclaiming our kids? What? The TV was for the kids in the back seat. Yes. Yes. Having the TV right in front of you. Unless you're gonna be someone, unless the TV is for your passenger, and the driver has to have all the strength in his moo not to look at the TV. The driver has to be the designated driver. He is not allowed to drink in any of the content on the TV. He must be the designated driver. He must focus on the road. Many car accidents is with Netflix.
Right inside your car. So let's watch some TWD, let it load up, connects right to your speakers, and no, there's no audio delay at all, and yes, it does work when you're driving. You can also watch anything in YT, just click on a video, let it load up, and now you can watch your favorite YTer. It also comes with wireless CarPlay with no delay at all, and you...
To the place where I belong, West Virginia. Fuck, don't... No. You watch porn. And I watch some henty. I'm gonna watch some henty while driving.
You can even listen to music.
Why are we watching TV while we're driving? To pass time, better than texting and driving. Saving this video for a class action lawsuit. I know that this user is rage baiting people just to get more sales because there's an affiliate link and he'll get a kickback. I truly just don't know how this is allowed to be sold on TikTok. This seems extremely dangerous, but the more that I look up car videos, these sponsored posts are all over my feed as well. So just something to look out for. Maybe if you get into an accident, there could be a possibility that somebody is watching Netflix on their screen. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think.
All right, thank you for joining me for this video. Forgive anyone in the future who watches this. I'm always off topic on so many of my videos, but I blame my chat for that. Love you all, bye. All right.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.